Here is a question that can change our life. Who really are we? What is our real identity as a human? Unless we ask this question and be a true, an honest examiner of our identity, we will not reach to our real essence, that who we are. Why I'm claiming so? There are two major reasons for our misconception of ourselves, I should say. One is our sense of self-preservation, our motive for self-preservation, or you can call it ego. That we look for everything, anything, including ourselves, to find what is our interest there, or what is there for us. In other words, we restrict our view of outside world and actually ourselves to only what is related to our interest, to self-preservation. But that is not helping us to find who we are, because we close our eyes to everything else. We limit our views. We forget that this whole universe, everything, people and nature are there for us to explore and find opportunities there beyond any limit. The other factor is that we take things coming to our way as true. We're assuming things, and that assumption creates a delusion for us, and we don't see the truth behind that. This is in our nature, and we need to pay attention to it. Otherwise, we don't notice that we are under that delusion. Delusion of assumption. Delusion of preconceived perception. That simply means not investigated, not verified perception, and we keep it here in our mind, and we build up our mentality on that basis. So it's an extremely important question. When we do ask and examine ourselves as a very much reliable investigator, we find who we are, and that we find that our essence is something else. And what is our essence? Guess what? What exactly is our identity that applies to all of us? One thing, we are true travelers. We are made to be true travelers. We are not here to live in this world, unlike other species. We are here to find truth. That means consciousness, that means awareness, that means finding the goal of life, that means finding the assignment of life, that means finding our relations with the rest of the world, and on and on. So by this way of finding our essence, the gate will open to our knowledge, indefinite rise of consciousness, including a extremely important fact. What is it? The essence of others. As soon as we find ourselves that we are our essence, we are not the labels that we give ourselves, our job, our profession, our gender, our age, our nationality, or our background, or else, but our essence as a truth revealer, we see that this applies to others as well. And what that leads us to, that we are all having the same goal. We are having, all of us having the same identity in general, and that's truth revealer. And that also leads us to the fact that there is a truth we are all seeking to find more about it, to explore more of it. We are explorer of our own as well. And again, this is a common goal with all of us. So indirectly, we can see that how we remove the walls between all of us. That leads us to finding that we are part of a whole. That leads us to the fact that we are not isolated, that we are belonging to something. It also shows that we are contributor to this whole consciousness by exploring more of it. Each one of us is that explorer, and we are all contributing to the whole. That also shows us that each one of us is unique. To being a truth revealer, finding who we are and what the world is the goal of all of us. So we all are contributing to this whole. And what happens is that we all see the truth from a different angle that other person may not have seen. So in fact, we are contributor to the consciousness, and we are valuable. By that we get the feeling of confidence, of purposeful life. Every one of us, if not try, in fact, there's something missing in the world. Let us look at this example that maybe clarify this. The story of a bunch of blind people who were given an elephant to find what is it. Of course, they didn't know what it is. They touched part of the elephant, one the tail, on the leg, one maybe the other part of the elephant. So none of them could see what this animal is. But when they talked to each other and gave each other their observation, they found the solution. They each contributed to their consciousness. Now, with this reality and this truth revealing, we will become a human with a goal. We will no longer be biased, jealous, hypocrite, cheater. All those civil virtues we are attributing to a right human comes from this truth revealer. We automatically realize that it doesn't make sense to lie, to cheat, to compete with another person, but rather to cooperate. It is unfortunate that our today's culture is not supporting this. In fact, we are living in a culture that is no longer human culture. We will talk about that, hopefully, with your attention and contribution in another episode, that how we are facing a sort of social monster as a living creature, living culture that is made of human, but it's not human. It's not at all recognizing humans' intellectual life, the spiritual life, and higher aspiration than just make a living. We will talk about that in another episode. Thank you for your attention.